Incredibly bizarre sequence happens in the Seahawks-Giants game. So it's a 4th down and goal. The Giants are going to play aggressive here and decide to go for it, which I just think is the correct call. You're half a yard away from the goal line. And of course, there's the whole thing of if you don't get it, then you're backing up the Seahawks offense. You could potentially get the ball back in good field position. Plus, there's just a good chance you can score here and get 7 points. Right when this play begins, it's not looking good. It kind of hits a wall, but falls forward. And then look over here. You see a Seattle defender. He has the ball in his hands. This is going to be Rayshawn Jenkins, and, he just looks down, sees the ball, and says, okay, well, might as well run forward and, try to get a touchdown here. They let the play go, and I think a lot of times what the refs are even taught to do is to let the play go in a situation like this. If you're unsure of what happened, just let the play go, because then you can always, replay after the fact, right? Rule it a fumble on the field, because if you ruled a touchdown, well, then the 100-yard return wouldn't count if it gets overturned. But if you rule it a fumble, well, then if it gets overturned, you're fine. This angle will probably do the best to show if it was or wasn't a touchdown. I mean, this is really the only angle they showed us, quite frankly. But you see right here, you're going to see the Giants player kind of falls, and as of right now, I'll be honest, this looks like he's over the goal line. I can't say for sure, and that's why this call is going to ultimately stand, is because you can't say for sure. A lot of people are wondering, why isn't there a right down the goal line angle? Aren't those usually the case? To be honest, I don't know if that would have even helped out that much, because there is a Seattle player who's also right over the goal line. You'd love to see it, though. It could help out a little bit. So I was very confused. They didn't show us a lot of angles. I do know that the Situation Room that's making these calls does have more angles than we do, but it seemed like there was just no angle that could definitively say that it was a touchdown. But I think if you're a Giants fan, that's where things are a little bit weird, right? And probably why it's a little bit frustrating, because it gets ruled a fumble because the refs are taught to, let the play out, even if you're not sure if it's a fumble or a touchdown. And then it stands because there's nothing definitive to say that it was a fumble or a touchdown. If you're a Giants fan, you're kind of like, well, I would have loved for the ref to just call it how they think it was called, whether they think it was a fumble or a touchdown. Maybe they thought it was a fumble live too. I don't know. But just a weird situation, and hey, at the end of the day, that's why you don't fumble right at the goal line on a 4th down. Make sure you get all the way in, and good job by Seattle for playing it out. But still, kind of a weird, game of inches type of play right here.